for the third Saturday of December 2025. A few stray thoughts. And a few general remarks. And a few points of view. By way of a roundup of the week. All my own musings. Let me wish all a Merry Christmas. And don't worry about what you eat between Christmas and New Year. Mind what you eat between New Year and Christmas. BJP suffered huge embarrassment when a special judge, Delhi, declined to take cognizance of ED's complaint in National Herald case against Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. It's technical, said BJP. Maybe. But people perceived it as a blow to BJP. The 2012 private criminal complaint. In 2012, Dr. Subramanian Swamy filed a private criminal complaint before a Delhi court alleging 1. Criminal breach of trust. 2. Cheating. 3. Criminal conspiracy. Core allegation and argument. His argument was simple but explosive, that Congress party funds were used in a manner that ultimately benefited private individuals, and that the restructuring was a colorable device to transfer valuable assets without fair consideration. Years of litigation and preliminary battles. From 2013 onwards, the case went through repeated legal challenges. Summoning orders were contested. Petitions were filed before the Delhi High Court. The Supreme Court intervened at various stages. While the courts allowed the proceedings to continue, they repeatedly clarified that no finding on guilt was being recorded at preliminary stages. For years, the matter remained a trial court criminal case, moving slowly, attracting public debate, but limited enforcement action. That changed with the entry of the Enforcement Directorate. The Enforcement Directorate and the PMLA angle. The Enforcement Directorate began investigating the case under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, treating the alleged cheating and conspiracy as predicate offences. Under PMLA, money laundering is a derivative offence. It can exist only if there is a legally recognised underlying criminal offence. In April 2025, the ED filed its prosecution complaint, commonly referred to as a charge sheet, before the Rouse Avenue Court, naming Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, and others. This was the first time the case moved from a private criminal dispute to a full-fledged economic offence prosecution with serious consequences. Chronology of key developments. 2010, Incorporation of Young Indian Private Limited, YIL. 2011, AJL transferred almost all of its equity to Young Indian for a nominal consideration. 2012, Dr. Subramanian Swamy filed a private criminal complaint before a Delhi court. 2013 onwards. Repeated legal challenges before the trial court, Delhi High Court, and Supreme Court. April 2025. The ED filed its prosecution complaint before the Rouse Avenue Court. The December 16, 2025 verdict. What the court held on December 16, 2025. The special judge at Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court refused to take cognizance of the ED's prosecution complaint. The court held that a money laundering case must rest on a legally recognized predicate offense. In the present matter, the ED's case was anchored to a private complaint, not a police FIR. This procedural foundation was insufficient under the PMLA framework. As a result, the court declined to proceed further with the ED's case in its present form. What the verdict means. 1. The ED cannot proceed with its current PMLA prosecution. 2. The court found a procedural defect, not factual innocence. 3. The ruling reinforces the principle that process matters, as much as allegations. What the verdict does not mean. 1. It is not an acquittal. 2. It does not declare the transactions legal. 3. It does not bar appeals or fresh proceedings. The ED retains the right to challenge the order or correct procedural shortcomings.
क्यों ना चले रे सरकार की दुनिया, ऐसे ही चले दरकार की दुनिया, सन सनन सन सार ये दुनिया रे चलती जाए रे, शोर मचाए रे, हे हा चलती जाए रे, शोर मचाए रे, चल 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 चलती जाए रे, जीवन तो नैया है भैया बहती जाए रे, गुन 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 भंवरा गाए रे।
Avoid my state attitude, Supreme Court wraps Tamil Nadu on language policy. In a key verdict involving the central government and states, the Supreme Court directed the Tamil Nadu government and the union government to hold consultations and resolve the dispute over establishing Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas in the state. The SC also wrapped the DMK government, asking it not to make the JNVs a language issue, and urged cooperation in the case. The Supreme Court directed the authorities to assess the extent of land required for setting up Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas in each district of Tamil Nadu. The direction was issued by a bench comprising Justice B.V. Nagarathna and Justice R. Mahadevan. During the hearing, Senior Advocate P. Wilson, appearing for the Tamil Nadu government, reiterated the state's objections to the establishment of JNVs. He submitted that JNVs follow a three-language formula, which is at variance with Tamil Nadu's statutory two-language policy. He also pointed out that the state would be required to provide nearly 30 acres of land per district and bear associated costs. Wilson further referred to pending dues of over Rs 3,000 crore from the centre under the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, citing this as a cause for concern. Justice B.V. Nagarathna said, "Don't make it into a language issue. We are a federal society. You are part of the Republic. If you come one step forward, they will also come one step forward." Justice Nagarathna also indicated that concerns relating to financial arrears could be raised during consultations and would be considered by the centre. Justice R. Mahadevan added that all related aspects could be discussed in detail during the consultation process. Justice Nagarathna observed that my state approach should be avoided and stressed the need for a cooperative federal dialogue. She said the issue should not be projected as a language dispute and emphasized that consultations between the centre and the state were necessary. The judge added that the state could place its conditions during such discussions, including adherence to a two-language policy instead of the three-language formula followed by JNVs. In its directions, the court also made it clear that its orders were issued in the interest of students. The court had found that the state's blanket refusal curtailed students' rights to choose educational institutions, and was inconsistent with the right of children to free and compulsory education act. Earlier, the Madras High Court had held that Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas will not violate the Tamil Nadu Tamil Learning Act, 2006, and directed the state to provide temporary accommodation for 240 students in each district within 2 months. Is this issue so complex? Students who desire to learn 2 languages will join schools providing 2-language education. Students who want to learn 3 languages will join CBSE, JNV, etc. Is it not the student's choice? Justice Gavai says, if the executive does not conform to the court judgment, it is clearly contempt of court. Justice Gavai says, if the executive does not conform to the court judgment, it is clearly contempt of court. Former CJI Gavai speaks on impact of his ruling on bulldozer justice. If the executive does not conform to it, it is clearly contempt of court. We laid down that if any officer violates the order, he or she would be personally held guilty of contempt, and the government needed to reconstruct the demolished house and recover it from the salary of the officers, said Gavai. Nobel thoughts. Recently in the Thiruparankundram case, Justice G. R. Swaminathan had directed the temple management to light the Deepam at the Deepathun also, apart from the usual places, and ordered the police to provide adequate protection to ensure compliance. Tamil Nadu government did not conform to the judgment of Justice G. R. Swaminathan. It is clearly contempt of court. Tamil Nadu government appealed against the order of Justice G. R. Swaminathan. The appeal by the Tamil Nadu government was heard by a two-judge bench of the Madras High Court. The court decided against the Tamil Nadu government. Tamil Nadu government again did not conform to the judgment of the two-judge bench. It is definitely contempt of court. The state then moved the Supreme Court, which has not yet fixed a date for the hearing. Meanwhile, impeachment motion has been filed in the Parliament against Justice G. R. Swaminathan. Any suggestions, sir? Kerala Governor questions Supreme Court's move to select University Vice-Chancellor. This trend not correct, says Governor. Kerala Governor, Rajendra Alaka, has questioned the Supreme Court's decision to step in and select Vice-Chancellors for two state universities, stating that under the University Grants Commission Act, the power to appoint Vice-Chancellors vests with the Chancellor. The Governor's comments have come in the backdrop of the Supreme Court last week deciding to pick the VCs for the APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University and the University of Digital Sciences Innovation and Technology, in view of the ongoing stalemate between the state government and the Governor regarding the appointments. The Chancellor of these universities is the Governor, as per the relevant state acts. Can the executive decide pending cases, just because it is pending for too long in the courts? Why can't the Supreme Court recommend to the President to advise the Governor to decide fast? The bench comprising Justice J.B. Padawala and Justice K.V. Vishwanathan had appointed a committee headed by Justice A. Retired Sudhanshu Dhulia to recommend a panel of names to the government and the Governor. As no consensus emerged between the two on the recommended candidates, the bench last week directed the committee to submit the names to the court in a sealed cover. The matter has been listed for further consideration on December 18. Criteria for selection to top posts. Judges, CIC, CVC etc. Views of CJI and Rahul Gandhi. CJI versus Rahul Gandhi's view on criteria for selection. CJI Surya Kant interview. My focus on appointments is to place emphasis on merit, integrity, experience, temperament required to serve as judge. The new Chief Justice of India, Justice Surya Kant, outlines his roadmap for his 15-month tenure that began November 24 in an interview. PM-led panel meets to select CIC. Rahul gives dissent note. Functionaries aware of the details said, Gandhi raised the exclusion of Dalit, backward, tribal and minority communities, who he said comprised 90% of Indian population, from top bureaucratic posts. In the run-up to the 2024 elections, Gandhi had repeatedly raised this issue and alleged that these communities were kept out of the decision-making process. Rahul Gandhi told the selection committee meeting for the selection of CIC, CVC, etc., that the exclusion of marginalized communities was done in a systemic manner for appointments to constitutional and autonomous institutions. A functionary added that many weeks ago, Rahul Gandhi had requested details of the caste composition of applicants. The details were provided to Rahul Gandhi, which showed that less than 7% of applicants, and only one shortlisted candidate were from scheduled castes.
Indian political parties, so many, so weird. Indian political canvas, so wide, so colorful. BJP, Congress, Shiv Sena, TDP, TMC, DMK. Communist Party, JDU, BJP, so many, oh so many.
Like, BJP named obscure Nitin Nabin, 45, a Bihar MLA, as new working president of BJP. Can this young man deal with BJP stalwarts? Or is it interim arrangement? BJP's new working president Nitin Nabin is 45. A look at the current presidents, or top party heads of major Indian political parties shows how stark that gap is. Indian National Congress. Leader, Mallikarjun Kharge. Current age, 83. Age when he took office, 80. Took charge, October 2022. Aam Aadmi Party. Leader, Arvind Kejriwal, National Convener. Current age, 57. Age when he took office, 44. Took charge, 2012. Trinamool Congress. Leader, Mamata Banerjee, Chairperson. Current age, 70. Age when she took office, 42. Took charge, 1998. Rashtriya Janata Dal. Leader, Lalu Prasad Yadav. Current age, 77. Age when he took office, 49. Took charge, 1997. Nationalist Congress Party, NCP, Sharad Chandra Pawar faction. Leader, Sharad Pawar. Current age, 85. Age when he took office, 58. Took charge, 1999. Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, DMK. Leader, M.K. Stalin. Current age, 72. Age when he took office, 65. Took charge, 2018. AIADMK. Leader, Edapati K. Palaniswamy, General Secretary. Current age, 71. Age when he took office, 68. Took charge, 2023. Shiv Sena, Eknath Shinde faction. Leader, Eknath Shinde. Current age, 61. Age when he took charge, 58. Took charge, 2022. Shiv Sena, Uddhav Bala Saheb Thackeray faction. Leader, Uddhav Thackeray. Current age, 65. Age when he took office, 52. Took charge, 2013. Samajwadi Party, SP. Leader, Akhilesh Yadav. Current age, 52. Age when he took office, 43. Took charge, 2017. Bahujan Samaj Party, BSP. Leader, Mayawati. Current age, 69. Age when she took office, 47. Took charge, 2003. Biju Janata Dal, BJD. Leader, Naveen Patnaik. Current age, 79. Age when he took office, 51. Took charge, 1997. Why Nitin Nabin's elevation stands out. Across parties, leadership in India remains decidedly geriatric, with most presidents in their late 60s, 70s, or 80s, many having held the top post for decades. Against that backdrop, Nitin Nabin's elevation at 45 is an outlier, not the norm.
कांग्रेस की आज की रैली में एक बहुत ही गंदी, बहुत ही बेहुदा बात हुई है और वो ये हुई है कि देश के प्रधानमंत्री को एक बार फिर खुलेआम अपशब्द कहे गए हैं और प्रधानमंत्री मोदी की मृत्यु की कामना की गई है।
कल कांग्रेस के रैली में प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी का कब्र खोदने के लिए बात कहा गया है। ये इस देश के लिए बहुत दुखद समय है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी ऐसा शब्दों का इस्तेमाल करते हैं।
मोदी के लिए तो मैंने ये कहा था भाई, मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी, आज नहीं तो कल खुदेगी।
नाम पे कायम है।
कायम है।
कायम है।
हाँ।
लेकिन बीजेपी तो आलोचना करेगी इस बयान पर।
अब आलोचना तो देखो उनका काम है आलोचना करने का, हमारा काम है सच्चाई को सामने लाने का, जनता के सामने लाने का।
कायम है अपने बयान।
मैं कायम हूँ अपने बयानों पर। कोई पछतावा, कोई मलाल नहीं है, कोई मदावा नहीं है मुझे तो। नहीं नहीं, कोई माफी नहीं। मैं किस बात की माफी मांगू? परेशान है हम इनसे।
यहाँ पे सरकार खुद सेशन को डिस्टर्ब कर रही है कि पार्लियामेंट्री अफेयर्स के मंत्री खुद क्वेश्चन आवर को डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हैं। ये आप नहीं पूछ रहे कि क्या हो रहा है संसद के अंदर।
हम क्या कहेंगे जिस तरीके से हाउस को खुद डिस्टर्ब किया जा रहा है सत्ता पक्ष के द्वारा, माफी की मांग कर रहे हैं, कह रहे हैं कि माफी मांगनी चाहिए जिस तरीके से पीएम को सो कॉल्ड।
तो हम लोग आपस में बात कर रहे थे कि किसने कहा ये सब, हमें तो मालूम ही नहीं है। हमें मंच पे तो बिल्कुल ऐसा नहीं हुआ। फिर पता चला कि पब्लिक में किसी ने इंटरव्यू दिया, पब्लिक में कोई कह रहा है, कोई कार्यकर्ता है या कौन है, किसी को मालूम भी नहीं है कौन है, उनको खुद नहीं मालूम कौन है। तो सदन में उठा क्यों रहे हैं, और वो भी क्वेश्चन आवर के टाइम। मुझे लगता है चलाना ही नहीं चाह रहे हैं।
No vote chori, no EVM, chori, no allegations against ECI. All is well, all is well. Heartening mandate. Rahul Gandhi on UDF's decisive win in Kerala civic polls.
सीढ़ी बजा के बोल भैया आदेश में, अरे भैया आदेश में।
The Bharatiya Janata Party took a dig at Rahul Gandhi over Congress-led United Democratic Front sweeping the local body elections in Kerala, and wondered why the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha is not questioning the election machinery in the country now. In an ex-post, BJP's Amit Malviya said whenever the results are not in opposition's favour, Rahul Gandhi blames the EVMs and alleges vote chori, but raises no such questions when victories come elsewhere. Democracy demands leadership that respects institutions even in defeat. Malviya, BJP's IT cell in charge, said a democracy cannot function on selective trust. He said the opposition cannot celebrate a win and discredit the very same system when it loses, adding that such an approach won't help in strengthening the democracy and weaken the public faith. Communists lose heavily. When red becomes pale, it turns saffron. Rahul Gandhi posted on X. A salute to the people of Kerala for placing their trust in the UDF in the local body elections. This is a decisive and heartening mandate. These results are a clear sign of growing confidence in the UDF and point the way towards a sweep in the upcoming assembly election. The message is clear: Kerala wants accountable governance that listens, responds, and delivers. Our focus now is unwavering standing with the common people of Kerala, addressing their everyday concerns, and ensuring transparent, people-first administration. Congratulations to all elected representatives. My sincere appreciation to every party leader and worker whose dedication and hard work made this victory possible. Amit Malviya wrote on X. Every time an election result doesn't go his way, Rahul Gandhi seems to reach for a familiar script: blame the EVM, allege vote chori, question the system. Yet the same electoral process is accepted without hesitation when victories come elsewhere. Democracy cannot function on selective trust. You cannot celebrate wins under a system and discredit the very same system when you lose. That approach doesn't strengthen democracy, it weakens public faith in it. If the opposition aspires to be a credible alternative, it must first demonstrate consistency and accountability. Questioning outcomes without evidence, after repeatedly contesting and participating in the process, raises serious concerns about political integrity and democratic ethics. This is not just about one leader or one party. It is time for deeper reflection within the opposition, on credibility, responsibility, and the need for honest political introspection. Democracy demands more than excuses. It demands leadership that respects institutions even in defeat.
Chief Minister of Bihar, Nitish Kumar, taking out the hijab of a Muslim woman. The incident took place during the distribution of appointment letters to newly appointed Ayush doctors. When a Muslim woman, Ayush doctor Nusrat Parveen, approached Chief Minister Nitish Kumar to receive her appointment letter, the Chief Minister, before handing over the letter, attempted to lift the hijab from her face. For a few moments, all the leaders and officials present at the venue appeared visibly stunned. However, Deputy Chief Minister Samrat Chaudhary, who was standing behind, tried to stop the Chief Minister. A moment that can be clearly seen in the video.
Like Manikral Kakate, Sports Minister of Maharashtra, famous for playing rummy in assembly, resigned on being sentenced to 2 years in jail for forgery and cheating. High Court stayed arrest, but not conviction. He is in hospital.
There is a sitting minister who managed to dodge a jail term. I am joined by S. Balakrishnan, Executive Editor, Free Press Journal. Bala, how are you looking at this development? It's creating a lot of buzz. He's an NCP member, a sitting cabinet minister, and this is coming also at a time when there was a lot of chatter about why he was not resigning. Where does this leave us with this? A lot of people are also saying, you know, he shouldn't have got bail, and this is a 1995 case spanning over decades.
Afrida, this man belongs to a party which is notorious for a lot of people who have violated the law. The party head is Ajit Pawar, who has been accused repeatedly by no less a person than Narendra Modi himself of 90,000 crore irrigation scam. Nothing has come out of it. Even in this case, on the day when he was convicted by the lower court in Nashik, he ought to have been asked to resign. But Ajit Pawar went out of his way to give him political protection, and the Maharashtra government has to face the embarrassment of the police chasing one of its ministers all the way from Nashik to he got himself admitted to Lilavati hospital. He just got today a temporary reprieve from the Bombay High Court, but the conviction stands in the sense that if he goes in appeal, because if you read the order of conviction of the lower court, it is so solid both on facts and law.
So are you saying he should not have got bail? Or there was a deliberate attempt to keep him out of jail because he's a sitting minister and there are powerful people
No, I don't
supporting.
think because he's a minister that fact weighed with the court, but the Bombay High Court in its wisdom has granted him bail. But
Like, opposition parties help BJP. TMC MLA, Madan Mitra said Lord Ram was a Muslim.
राम हिंदू नहीं मुस्लिम थे। अगर कोई हिंदू नेता पैगंबर या ईसा मसीह पर ऐसा बोले तो क्या होता? पिछले की हिस्ट्री तो आपको पता ही है, बवाल मच जाता। लेकिन हिंदू धर्म पर अटैक फ्री पास चल रहा है।
नहीं भाई, राम हिंदू चलो, राम हिंदू चलो, रामेर पदों की
भगवान राम मुसलमान थे। ये वक्त हो रहा है ममता बनर्जी की टीएमसी के सीनियर विधायक मदन मित्रा ने। जी हाँ, कावरहाटी से टीएमसी एमएलए मदन मित्रा ने एक पब्लिक मीटिंग में खुलेआम कहा कि प्रभु श्री राम हिंदू नहीं मुस्लिम थे। इस बयान से हिंदू समाज में आग भड़क उठी है। भाजपा तो हमलावर हो गई है और पूरे बंगाल में बवाल मच गया। चलिए बिना किसी फिल्टर के डिटेल में समझते हैं क्या कहा, क्यों कहा और इसका मतलब क्या है हमारे भारत के लिए। वायरल वीडियो में मदन मित्रा सभा में भाजपा पर तंज कसते हुए कहते हैं, राम जी का सरनेम क्या है? प्रूव करो कि राम हिंदू थे, राम तो मुस्लिम थे। वो आगे कहते हैं कि दिल्ली में एक बड़े भाजपा लीडर से पूछा था लेकिन कोई जवाब नहीं आया। शुभेंदु अधिकारी का नाम लेकर उन्होंने चैलेंज किया। वो हंसते हुए कहते हैं, मैं मदन मित्रा बोल रहा हूँ, पूरे भारत में फैलाओ ये बात, भाजपा क्या कर लेगी। ये टेप 18 दिसंबर 2025 को वायरल हुई और देखते ही देखे लाखों व्यूज हो गए। भाजपा ने तो इसे हिंदू धर्म पर सीधा अटैक बता दिया। भाजपा के नेशनल स्पोक्सपर्सन प्रदीप भंडारी ने कहा, ये जानबूझकर हिंदू आस्था का अपमान है। टीएमसी में हिंदू गॉड्स को इंसल्ट करने की बीमारी लग गई है। वेस्ट बंगाल भाजपा ने ट्वीट किया, टीएमसी लीडर्स हिंदू देवताओं का अपमान किए बिना नहीं रह सकते। अब राम जी को मुस्लिम बता रहे, ये हमारी संस्कृति का लगातार अब्यूज है। अमित मालवीय ने लिखा कि ममता का ये तुष्टीकरण अब बंगाल को बांग्लादेश बना रहा है। भाजपा कह रही है कि ये अवैध घुसपैठियों को मैसेज है। टीएमसी सबसे बड़ी हिंदू विरोधी पार्टी है। वैसे मैं आपको बता दूं, ये पहला मौका नहीं है। टीएमसी की लीडर्स की लिस्ट काफी लंबी है। कोलकाता मेयर फरहाद हाकिम ने कहा था, हिंदू बनकर पैदा होना दुर्भाग्य है। हुमायूं कबीर बाबरी मस्जिद जैसी मस्जिद बनाने की बात कर रहे हैं। ममता खुद जय श्री राम को गाली मानती है। एक टीएमसी एमपी ने मां काली को अपमानित किया, राम मंदिर को अशुद्ध कहा। ये सब वोट बैंक के लिए। बंगाल में मुस्लिम वोट 30% है, घुसपैठिए और बढ़ा रहे हैं। टीएमसी इमाम भत्ता बढ़ाती है, उर्दू को प्रमोट तो करती है, लेकिन हिंदू त्योहारों पर पाबंदी लगा देती है। ये तुष्टिकरण नहीं है तो क्या है? हिंदू बंगालियों को सेकंड क्लास सिटीजन बना दिया है। वैसे जब ये मामला सोशल मीडिया पर वायरल होने लगा तो मदन मित्रा का डिफेंस भी आ गया। विवाद बढ़ा तो उन्होंने बोला कि वीडियो एडिटेड है, एआई जनरेटेड है। मैंने सिर्फ पूछा कि राम जी का टाइटल क्या है, वो हमारे देव है। लेकिन आपको क्या लग रहा है? वीडियो में साफ सुनाई दे रहा है ना कि राम मुस्लिम थे, ये उन्होंने खुद कहा। टीएमसी ने डिफेंस में भी बहुत सी बातें करी, लेकिन अब डिस्टेंस बना लिया। कहा कि पार्टी सहमत नहीं है, लेकिन ममता दीदी चुप है। कोई सस्पेंशन नहीं, कोई शो कॉज नहीं, मतलब अप्रूवल ही है ना। सवाल ये है, क्या हिंदू चुप बैठेंगे? करोड़ों राम भक्तों की आस्था पर है ये हमला। रामायण में श्री राम मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम है, विष्णु अवतार। उनका कोई सरनेम नहीं, क्योंकि वो धर्म से ऊपर है। लेकिन ऐसे बयान से हिंदू समाज हर्ट हुआ है। क्या ये वोट के लिए जायज है? अगर कोई हिंदू नेता पैगंबर या ईसा मसीह पर ऐसा बोले तो क्या होता? पिछले की हिस्ट्री तो आपको पता ही है, बवाल मच जाता। लेकिन हिंदू धर्म पर अटैक फ्री पास चल रहा है। टीएमसी की ये पॉलिटिक्स बंगाल को इस्लामिक स्टेट ना बना दी। घुसपैठ, अपीजमेंट, हिंदू विरोध, ये सब चल रहा है। आने वाले इलेक्शन में हर चीज सोच समझ के जवाब देना होगा, वो भी वोट के जरिए। और हाँ, अगर धर्म को वोट बैंक बना रही है टीएमसी, तो वो आप मत होने दीजिएगा।
Renaming of Manrega scheme. Like, there was hullabaloo in Parliament over renaming of Manrega scheme. We are just replacing Gandhi by Pujya Bapu, argued BJP. What's in a name? A version for name Gandhi.
संसद में महात्मा गांधी और जी राम जी पर बड़ी तीखी बहस हुई। केंद्र सरकार ने आज लोकसभा में एक बिल पेश किया। इसका नाम है विकसित भारत गारंटी फॉर रोजगार एंड आजीविका मिशन बिल ग्रामीण 2025। इस नाम को जब शॉर्ट फॉर्म में बोला जाता है तो उसे वीबी जी राम जी पुकारा जाता है। देश में पहले से ग्रामीण मजदूरों के लिए मनरेगा योजना चल रही थी। सरकार ने उसी जगह पर वीबी जी राम जी योजना शुरू करने के लिए यह बिल पेश किया। इस बिल के पास होने के बाद मनरेगा योजना का दी एंड हो जाएगा, यानी वो खत्म हो जाएगी। आज कृषि मंत्री शिवराज सिंह चौहान ने जैसे बीबी जी राम जी बिल पेश किया, विपक्ष गुस्से से लाल हो गया। सदन के अंदर हंगामा हुआ। विपक्ष ने महात्मा गांधी के अपमान का आरोप लगाया। कांग्रेस सांसद प्रियंका गांधी तो काफी गुस्से में दिखी। उन्होंने कहा कि सरकार को नाम बदलने की सनक है। महात्मा गांधी मेरे परिवार के नहीं, मेरे परिवार जैसे ही हैं। जबकि कांग्रेस सांसद शशि थरूर ने कहा कि महात्मा गांधी का नाम बदलना सही नहीं है। राम का नाम बदनाम न करो। कृषि मंत्री शिवराज सिंह चौहान का कहना था कि कांग्रेस की सरकार ने भी जवाहर रोजगार योजना का नाम बदला था, तो क्या ये पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू का अपमान था? सरकार के इन तर्कों से विपक्ष संतुष्ट नहीं हुआ। वो चाहता था कि सरकार इसे स्थायी कमेटी को भेजे, लेकिन सरकार की तरफ से जब कोई आश्वासन नहीं मिला तो उनका गुस्सा 7वें आसमान पर पहुंच गया। प्रियंका गांधी की अगुवाई में कुछ सांसदों ने प्रदर्शन शुरू किया तो कांग्रेस के कुछ सांसद पुरानी संसद की छत पर पहुंच गए और वहां से उन्होंने प्रदर्शन की शुरुआत की।
Like, Prime Minister Modi visited Jordan, Oman and Ethiopia. He was conferred civilian honors. By the way, King Abdullah of Jordan is the 41st direct descendant of Prophet Muhammad. Just informing. Like Luthra brothers, owners of Chardgoa nightclub, who were arrested in Thailand, were brought to Delhi and remanded to cop custody. But fugitives Lalit Modi and Malia are having a gala time in London. They posted their party pics on net, cocking a snook.
So this news that is just coming in that the Luthra brothers have been detained. They are being brought to the Phuket airport. Immigration services will ensure that all their immigration documents are checked, and after those legal formalities are completed, the brothers are likely to be handed over to Indian authorities. What we are told is that on the outskirts of Phuket, they were in a resort from where Thai authorities first identified them, and then the process of detention was carried out. Interpol was informed, and then the Indian authorities were also taken into confidence. So their run away from the law of the land is finally coming to an end in Thailand. Any time now, they're likely to board the flight and reach Delhi.
Like, President of World Gold Council, has predicted that gold prices will cross rupees 1.5 lakhs per 10 grams. Silver too will rally, he said.
And after more than doubling over the last 2 years and marking its biggest gains since the 1979 oil crisis this year, gold is forecast to glitter again in 2026.
And we decode those bets and reasons for a gold boost in this next report. Take a look.
Having never hit $3,000 an ounce before March this year, gold surged to a record high of $4,381 this year. For next year, top Wall Street banks see the yellow metal shine further. Analysts from JP Morgan to Bank of America and Goldman Sachs now predict that bullion will reach $5,000 in 2026. That is largely due to an expanding investor pool. Other variables like US policy uncertainty and bets for geopolitical crisis to continue into the new year have also boosted gold bets.
Like Messi, Mess took the wicket of West Bengal sports minister. Inevitable.
Bengal, where Bengal sports minister has quit over the messy mess. Mamata Banerjee had basically said that you either take responsibility or quit altogether, and now we are getting news that the West Bengal sports minister has quit. Mamata Banerjee will be the interim sports minister for now. She had also pulled up the DGP over the entire mess. Pictures are on your screen. The background here is that Lionel Messi was in India. In fact, he started his tour with Bengal. And after that, these are the visuals that came out. There was an absolute vandalism that took place of the stadium, an absolute shame that the country witnessed of how we dealt with an international sporting icon. And over that, now we hear that the West Bengal sports minister has quit his
Ravindra Jadeja's wife gives character certificate. Ravindra Jadeja's wife sparks fresh controversy. Cricketers indulge in wrongful activities when touring abroad.
रिवाबा जडेजा, वाइफ ऑफ रविंद्र जडेजा। मेरे पति रविंद्र जडेजा क्रिकेटर को लंदन, दुबई, ऑस्ट्रेलिया जैसे अनेकों देशों में खेलने के लिए जाना होता है, फिर भी आज दिन तक उन्होंने कभी व्यसन नहीं किया क्योंकि वो अपनी जवाबदारी को समझते हैं। रिवाबा फॉर बीजेपी जी, शिक्षा मंत्री गुजरात सरकार।
મારા ઘરના છે એમને લંડન, દુબઈ, ઓસ્ટ્રેલિયા એ પ્રકારના દેશોમાં ફરવાનું થતું હોય, આજ દિન સુધી ભૂપેન્દ્રસિંહ બાપુ એમણે વ્યસનને ટચ નથી કર્યું, કોઈ પણ જાતનું વ્યસન છે, બાકી ટીમમાં બધા વ્યસન કરે છે, એમને કોઈ રોકટોક નથી, ઘરમાંથી બધી ફ્રીડમ છે, 12 વર્ષે ઘરની બહાર નીકળી ગયા હતા, ધારે બધું કરી શકે, પણ એક મોરલ રિસ્પોન્સિબિલિટી તરીકે કે મારે શું કરવું છે એ જવાબદારી સમજીને જ્યારે આગળ વધવાની કેપેસિટી આવી જાય ત્યારે આપણે આ દેશને ખૂબ સરસ જે પહેલા આપણો ઇતિહાસ હતો ક્ષત્રિય સમાજનો ઇતિહાસ એ આપણે પુનઃ રિપીટ કરી શકીશું એવી મારી આપ સૌ પાસે વિનંતી છે, આશા છે આવનારા દિવસોમાં માં સરસ્વતીની ઉપાસનાથી આપણે આપણા જિલ્લાનું ગૌરવ ખૂબ સરસ દિશામાં આગળ વધારી શકીએ, ચાહે બ્યુરોક્રેસીમાં હોય, ચાહે શિક્ષણમાં હોય, ચાહે આરોગ્ય ક્ષેત્રમાં હોય, ઇવન પોલિટિક્સમાં પણ કેમ નથી 33% રિઝર્વેશન મોદી સાહેબના નેતૃત્વમાં જ્યારે મળેલી હોય ત્યારે મારી એવી આશા અપેક્ષા છે કે એક નહીં પણ આ અડધી સંખ્યામાં બહેનોનું પ્રતિનિધિત્વ બેઠું હોય તો ખરા અર્થમાં આપણે ગૌરવની લાગણી છે એ અનુભવી શકીશું। આપ સૌના આજે મને મારા વિચારો રજૂ કરવાની જે તક મળી, એક આદાન પ્રદાન કરવાની જે આ વ્યવસ્થા છે સામાજિક વ્યવસ્થા એની ખૂબ ખૂબ ઋણી છું પ્રદ્યુમનસિંહ બાપુ તેમજ એન્ટાયર ટીમ હરદોળ સમાજની એન્ટાયર ટીમ મારો પરિવાર છે અને એ પરિવાર માટે હર હંમેશ આપ સૌ મને દીકરી તરીકે યાદ કરી શકો, જ્યારે પણ ગાંધીનગર અમદાવાદ આવવાનું થાય ત્યારે આપ પ્લીઝ પધારજો, ઓફિસે પધારજો, ઘરે પધારજો અને આપણે આપણા જિલ્લાને સમગ્ર ગુજરાતમાં બેટરથી વધારે બેટરમેન્ટ તરફ કેવી રીતના લઈ જઈ શકીએ, સ્પેશિયલી શિક્ષણના ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટમાં એવી આપણે ચોક્કસ સંયુક્ત રીતે પ્રયત્ન કરીએ અને આગળ વધીએ એવી માં જગદંબામાં આશાપુરાના ચરણોમાં પ્રાર્થના સાથે હું વિરમું છું। પુનઃ આપ સર્વે વડીલોનો પરિવારજનોનો ખૂબ ખૂબ હૃદયપૂર્વકથી આભાર માની અને વિરમું છું। અસ્તુ, ભારત માતા કી।
Like, FIFA has given consolation peace prize to Trump for Soccer World Cup in US.
President Donald Trump was awarded the FIFA's inaugural Peace Prize that was awarded by soccer's governing body. Now, ever since FIFA announced that they were going to give this Peace Prize, there's been a lot of speculation that President Trump was going to get this award. President Trump and FIFA President Gianni Infantino are very close allies, and Infantino is a frequent visitor to the Oval Office right here at the White House. The announcement of the award came around the time that the U.S. president was basically openly campaigning to get the Nobel Peace Prize, which he was eventually not awarded. So what happened at the Kennedy Center early Friday was something that we all expected for some time now, that President Trump was the first recipient of the FIFA Peace Prize. This seemed really generated by Infantino himself. There were some FIFA officials who kind of learned about the announcement of this prize in the news, but it's also not a surprise because, like we've said, Infantino and Trump have built very close ties. They've been friends for years now, but now that President Trump is back in the office and America is on the verge of hosting the World Cup next year, along with Canada and Mexico, Infantino has been at the White House very frequently for various World Cup announcements and also just to socialize with Trump.
Like, Ram Suta, 100, eminent sculptor who sculpted Statue of Unity, passed away. He was a decorated artist, a Padma Bhushan.
आणि यानंतर एक अतिशय दुःखद बातमी, आंतरराष्ट्रीय ख्यातीचे शिल्पकार राम सुतार यांचं वृद्धापकाळानं निधन झालंय। वयाच्या 101व्या वर्षी त्यांनी अखेरचा श्वास घेतलाय। राम सुतार यांनी जगभर 200हून अधिक शिल्प बनवली आहेत। दिल्लीमध्ये संसद भवनाच्या प्रांगणात राम सुतारांनी साकारलेली शिल्प आहेत। सुतार यांना पद्मश्री आणि महाराष्ट्र भूषण सारख्या पुरस्कारांनी गौरवान्वित करण्यात आले। काही दिवसांपूर्वीच त्यांना महाराष्ट्र भूषण हा पुरस्कार प्रदान करण्यात आला। मुख्यमंत्री देवेंद्र फडणवीस यांनी स्वतः रुग्णालयात त्यांची भेट घेऊन त्यांना हा पुरस्कार प्रदान केला।
Video of the week. Lazy Bee. The 20th of December, 2025.
Part 2 follows.